Okay, I had HDMI 1 at minus 5.1 decibels. And the mic at 191 millisecond delay. Okay, let's check if the stream is streaming. Okay, we're about 20 seconds. It's quite a 20-second delay. Okay, looks like we're getting 0 drops. So,
Traffic.
I shouldn't have my traffic on. Vancouver traffic, Flair 838 at stand 1515. We'll be pushing back shortly, expecting a runway 08 right departure. Okay, welcome folks. We are about to push back.
Alaska 6627, vacated 08 right, Vancouver.
For a departure from Vancouver to Edmonton. And it's Northern Lights Tuesday today, so we expect some ATC on, at least on arrival, and into Edmonton for. So we are almost ready for pushback. Just want to close the doors. Okay, let's start up the APU. get some fuel. Okay, let that start up. All right, let's put the APU generators on. And APU bleed. All right, we got power. Right. So let's disconnect the ground power. Okay, ground power is disconnected. We're warm enough, we don't need anti-ice. Okay, let's get steady. Let's put on the anti-collision light. Trim air is on. Recircs to on. Okay, so the packs we're gonna turn off for the minute. Okay, we're set. So let's remove the air bridge. We are in Flair 838 today. And we are gonna undock. Probably going to do a pushback facing left. Which would be facing west. Okay, let's do a pushback.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback. Departure check completed. Bypass pin inserted.
Let's get our view set up. So now we're looking straight out front. So
Locking
you
gear.
can see 8 right is here. So raising the nose wheel. Nose left.
Release parking brakes.
Parking brake released.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
All right. Let's put all the fuel lines on. And we're going to start engine number 2. Which is the right side engine. Looking for 25% on the N2. And we have it. Fuel flow on. We don't have any center tank fuel, so we're not going to worry about that.
Set parking brakes.
Parking brake set.
Unlocking gear.
And we go back down. And there goes the tow truck.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed.
Roger. Thanks for your help, guys.
Left is clear. Right is clear.
All right, let's start engine number 1. We can put our taxi lights on now. And our turn off lights. Position light to strobe. Collision is on, wing is on, logo is on. Okay. Looking for 25% on N2. Motoring currently. All right. 25%. Fuel cutoff on. Let's reset that fuel flow. So the heading we want is 83 degrees. All right, we got 2 engines now. So let's go ahead and put on the probe heat. Wing anti-ice, we're okay. Okay, you can put the packs back to auto. Okay, let's do the get the engines on the bus. Okay, the APU is off the bus. We can turn the APU bleed off and switch the APU off. All right. Banks on auto. Isolation valve to auto. Okay, we're looking pretty good. Let's double check again. Our METAR for CYVR. Oops, it's not showing up. Yep, 29990. We're set. Okay. Vancouver traffic, Flair 838 out of stand 15 is taxiing to holding point runway 8 right via Golf Hotel Lima and to Lima 6. Vancouver traffic. Two decimal set. All right. Let's check the flight controls. Left, right, forward, back, rudder left, rudder right. Okay. Flaps to 5. Okay. That was the yaw damper switch it was looking for. We had to disconnect the sim and bring it back, but the switch was in the on position. The sim didn't know that. So now I've recycled it and we're fine. We are set to go. So let's go ahead and taxi. So this is our route. Veering to the left and then turning left on Golf. There's also a little issue with the sim the way it is right now. I wasn't able to select wet conditions for the takeoff. So that's another thing I need to look into, why that is the case. Alright, we're turning here onto Golf and then right onto Hotel. This being Hotel. And it'll be the next left onto Lima. We'll hold short before crossing the runway just to check if there's any traffic. Put on the okay, we had strobes on already. Okay, let's look left, look right, we're good. Vancouver traffic, Flair 838 is crossing runway 13.
Approaching 13.
We're going all the way to the end until we're forced to make a left turn. There'll be a slight dogleg to the slight turn to the right, but probably could go here, but I'm going all the way so that we can make the most the use of most of the runway, well, all of the runway. All right, let's put our transponder onto TARA, put traffic on. Okay, heading select. Very good. Vancouver traffic, Flair 838 is lining up runway 08 right.
Approaching 08.
Engines
right.
on continuous.
On runway 08, right.
Let's get that Vancouver departure up. And we are heading for Vidri, but initially, okay, Vancouver traffic, Flair 838 is departing runway 8 right on a Vancouver 2 departure for a Vidri. Alright, 40%. Alright, set takeoff thrust. Forward pressure on the controls. Release forward pressure. Rotate. Positive rate, gear up. I don't feel my gear up. There we go. The sticky gear. Okay, flaps 1. Flaps up. Head direct for Vidri. Vancouver traffic, Flair 838 is passing through 3,700 for 7,000, turning left heading waypoint Vidri. Alright, let's continue our climb to our cruise altitude of 370. Alright, after takeoff, checklist. Engine bleeds are on. Packs are on auto. Landing gear is up. Flaps up. No lights. That's correct. After takeoff, checklist complete. Taking our lights off, turning the wipers off, auto brakes off. Get a good sense of our terrain there, looking at the VSD here, this section. Oops, I should have my traffic on. And my weather. So we should reach our top of climb according to the aircraft. It's going to be shortly after Vidri. Okay, let's have a look. Vidri is expected, we're going to have 7,400 pounds of fuel remaining at Vidri, and let's have a look at the flight plan. At Vidri, 8,200 remaining. That's interesting. Well, I'm telling you, there's going to be a lot more than 7,500 at Vidri. And we're about just under 70 miles away from Vidri. Alright, let's check at the moment how our stream is doing. Okay, our live stream is working. Right. I'm not seeing any weather. What we should be doing is should be paying attention to air traffic control. I gotta get this message off and then okay, checking. There I am, right here. Okay, and I'm looking for boundaries, yeah. So, oh, no, we didn't get that one. So, we should be getting into Edmonton 135 135025.
Setting your identified.
Standard, standard. So I'm tuned into Edmonton Center, and you can actually see the red highlight on the map for VATScope, and our destination is CYEG.
3558, you're identified.
There's CYEG and then CYYC. So it's worthwhile to take a look at CYEG right now and see their active runways. Runway 20, Zulu or visual, and I'm gonna go visual. Okay, that's good. Map, I want
Edmonton Center, Whiskey 221, Whiskey 38,000.
so I think it's Romra when we get into
21 Edmonton Center, good evening. I don't have a flight plan filed.
the Edmonton for, yep, Romra.
Can confirm I filed. I'm very sure I did. Yes, there's not one on the network. If you could please refile. Thank you.
Now you can see on the vertical situation display both the top of climb, where we will level off at flight level 370, and the top of descent, where we should be starting our descent into Edmonton. We got a pretty strong wind coming from the left, 77 knots.
Progress at 917, contact Winnipeg Center now, 124.0. Thank you, clients, yeah. Winnipeg Center, 124.0. Thank you so much for your attention, and see you next night. So much at 221, thank you. I have your flight plan now. Rock 1053. Scorpion 1053 with 221.
So we want runway 20. The arrival we're doing is Elks 3.
Westjet 221, you're identified. Plan for runway 34 in Yellowknife.
3 plus a RNAV Zulu runway 20 with a Dudco transition. That's what we're looking for, and our parking is gate 52. That's the plan anyway. Okay, V3 is looking like 8.2 here. Yeah, that's what we're calling for. Okay, we're about 1,000 feet away from our cruise
That has
altitude.
846, Edmonton Center, good evening. Hospital 846, Edmonton Center, good evening. Reading you 5 by 5.
The flight attendants will shortly be making their way through the cabin to offer various beverages of your choice. There will also be a selection of goods available for purchase.
Hospital 846, Edmonton Center, good evening.
Check and cash. If there's anything we can do to make your trip more enjoyable, please don't hesitate to ask. Now we'd like you to sit back, relax and enjoy the flight.
Okay, Vidri was 8.3 remaining, which is pretty darn close. Right. To the 8.2. Why can't this just stay there? That's got to be it. So Romra, 174 miles to Romra, so we really don't need to call him until about 30 miles from Romra. Okay, we do have traffic on, so if there were any aircraft in the area, we would know about it. And you can see the other aircraft. Not too many, not an awful lot of traffic.
Walker 3558, Winnipeg now, 124.0. Have a good flight.
Alright, meanwhile we can start preparing for our arrival. Again, just a reminder, we are live streaming this, and sorry, I'm distracted. Yes, it is. And it's coming up on the screen. That's awesome. Yep, it's a great flight. Thank you. Perfect. Wonder if I can actually reply to that. No, I can't. Yeah, we should set up for runway 20 on our arrival. So we've already got it set up here. So runway 20. Okay, and let's see, just to make sure we have it. Yep, runway 20. And we need to find out what is the decision height. I would say it's
Black 18, Edmonton Center, good evening, you're identified. Climb flight level
LVP
410.
2587. So 2.
And Matt Black 18, turn left heading 180.
2590 is good enough. Okay, then we are set for that.
And Matt Black 18, proceed direct Gorek on course. Golf, Oscar, Romeo, Echo, Kilo.
Don't know if you can see it, but on that little map there you can see the little triangle. That's me on the purple line, and the first waypoint ahead of us is Romero. So about 30 miles before that I'll be raising Edmonton Center, who you just heard on the radio a bit ago. So for landing we should have, let me first of all get a flight plan request loaded up on our little information area here on a 737 MAX screen. I've requested it and there it comes up. Can you see it? I don't want to pull this up, but it's actually right in this corner here, but maybe you can't see it. Anyway, it says my zero fuel weight is 136.8, so if I add that to my anticipated fuel remaining, which is 4.5, I'll get 140, 141, so 0.3. So 141.3, and we'll have to keep adjusting that. And we'll do a flaps 30, and we'll do auto brakes 2. So 144 is showing up as our VREF for flaps 30. Okay, let's just check the runway. So we're going to come in from the northeast. Okay, it's we've got to park all the way around here. Well, you can't see me showing you that, but it's basically we go all the way up. Hey buddy, get set up. Love the multi-camera angles. Have a good flight. Okay, thanks buddy. Talk to you later. That's my daughter's comment. Woohoo! YOLO Box Ultra is a fantastic device, I have to say. Okay. So what I was trying to get at is auto brakes 2 should be fine. I mean, we don't need to turn in until Bravo 2 or Bravo 4. I think with auto brakes 2, well, let's do auto brakes 3 and then we'll make try to make Bravo 2. But really, okay. Now one more thing, let's check the METAR at CYEG. Okay, so QNH is 2970. That's 2970. 2970 set. And let's do that here. 2970 on the standby instrument. Okay. Hey, Vincent. Yeah, it's great. It works great. The comments in YouTube works really good too. And the weather, yeah, it looks pretty good. Yeah, nice and clear up, at least up in this altitude. It was a bit wet on the ground in Vancouver, but up here it looks great. I'm expecting a runway 20 approach, RNAV Zulu. And I'm going to be communicating with the Edmonton control center soon. Ciao. All right. Okay, so Ramra now is about 68 miles. Okay, let's review the arrival. So we're going to be descending, starting our descent at about the waypoint Urpix, and we'll be down at or above flight level 190 at by Elks. So Elks 190 at or below, yeah, at or below 190 at Elks. Okay, and then we will be Apkit and Mesdi, and then at Epsil we should be 8,000 or above, and at Umiba we should be at 7,000, and then Dudko is where we want to make a right-hand turn to start the RNAV Zulu. And then for the RNAV Zulu, actually, you know what, I should...
Wish 147, Edmonton Center, good evening, thanks for Charlie, expect runway 20.
Okay, so this is now the RNAV Zulu. So, you know, it is an RNAV approach, so there's no localizer, or there's a glide path, but not a glide slope. Not much to it. We've already got a decision height of, we've set in 2590, I think it was actually 2587.
Canada 123, Edmonton Center, good evening.
You know, the airfield is at 2,350 feet, so it's pretty low. Let's have a look at the temperatures. You know, I don't think we need, let's put them on anyway. Engine anti-ice. Okay, and wing anti-ice. Let's try to figure out, so this is Edmonton Center is 135025. Let's try to anticipate the other controllers, if there are any. There's two controllers. There's ATIS and there's approach. So it'll be actually, yeah, Edmonton approach will be 120.5. So 120.5. We got it in our frequency there just in case. Okay. $40 miles to go, so in about 10 miles we'll check in.
WestJet 221, proceed direct tax for the ILS runway 34, Oscar Mike Tango Alpha X-ray.
Proceeding direct to Oscar Mike Tango Alpha.
Okay. Edmonton Center, Flair 838 is with you, level at flight level 370.
Flair 838, Edmonton Center, good evening, squawk 0670.
Squawking 0670, Flair 838.
Flair 838, you're identified. Current information in Edmonton is Charlie. Expect runway 20.
Roger, expect runway 20 and current information is Charlie, and we'd like to request the RNAV Zulu with a DUDCO transition into Edmonton.
Yeah, Flair 838, just we're going to send you direct Elks to join the Elks to arrival and then negotiate your approach with the arrival controller.
Roger, Wilco, and good day.
Canada 15, Edmonton Center, good evening, squawk 1036. Canada 15, thank you, you're identified. And yes, sir, with your range where you're at, sometimes pilots in the other end of our airspace can't hear each other, but I read you 5 by 5.
Thank you, and I've never talked to a Edmonton Center. Are you like a flight service station, or do you have radar contact?
This is radar contact. Edmonton Center has an FSS call sign, but because of our range, because it's about 10 million square kilometers of airspace, so it's a center position with radar and ADS-B. Just the call sign is FSS because it's a VATSIM thing for range.
Okay, thank you. I just got confused. This is new to me.
You're kind of 15, yeah, no problem.
Okay, so we're still expecting, well, 5,000 pounds on the ground. 5,000 pounds would be 141.8. 141.8. 1 knot difference. Sounds like folks are chattering on vPilot. just a pilot that may not have voice capable. So when we are about 15 miles out, we are going to request descent or Brooks. Edmonton Center, Flair 838 is about 20 miles from top of descent.
Flair 838, thank you, and ready to send 14,000, Edmonton altimeter 2970.
2970 and descend to 14,000, Flair 838.
What's that?
147 request descent.
Yeah, what's that 147? I was just going to give you a call to send 14,000, Edmonton altimeter 2970.
2970, then a 14000, let's check 147.
Okay, we are ready to descend to flight. Actually, it's 14,000 feet, and we'll be at that point in about 11 miles. Very good, very good. That's good. Alright, we will be descending very shortly. Actually in about 8 miles. Yeah, top of descent was actually a little bit past Urpux. And alright, we are descending now.
Air Canada 015, costing away for 30.
Air Canada 15, not a problem. Let me know when you're back.
Roger.
WestJet 221, we are nearing our top of descent, requesting descent instructions.
Yeah, WestJet 221, when ready to send 3000. Yellowknife altimeter 29907.
When ready to send 3000, Yellowknife altimeter 29907, WestJet 221.
Descent pressurization, landing altitude has been set. Recall check. Auto brakes have been set to 3. Landing data VREF is flaps 30, 144 knots. And we've done the approach briefing, so descent checklist complete. Well, the engines have been on continuous the whole time. They shouldn't have been. I should have switched them off. It is what it is. Okay.
Flair 38, contact Edmonton arrivals now 120.5. Have a good one.
All right, over to Edmonton's arrivals, 120.5, Flair 838, good day. Edmonton arrivals, good day. Flair 838 is with you, descending through flight level 270.
Flair 838, Edmonton arrivals. Good evening. Understand you're looking for the RNAV Zulu for 20?
Roger, RNAV Zulu with Dudco transition.
Flair 838, Roger. When ready, descend 8,000, Edmonton altimeter 2972.
At altimeter 2972, and when ready, descend to 7,000, Flair 838.
Flair 838, it'll be 8,000.
Correction, 8,000, Flair 838.
FedEx 332.
Yeah, departure FedEx 332 Heavy. We were having connection issues. I think we're back now.
Awesome. FedEx 332, call me airborne. Wind to com, clear for takeoff, runway 12.
Clear for takeoff 12, we'll call you airborne, FedEx 332.
FedEx 57, left turn direct to 1 course. Direct move to FedEx 7. FedEx 23, it's Dita Peach, contact Edmonton Center 135.02. Good night, thanks for flying.
Over to Edmonton Center, FedEx 23, likewise. See ya!
.4, so 137. I'm gonna assume it's gonna be that, so 142.4. 142.4. It's still the same plan. Actually, it's not quite the same plan.
Northwest 8031, contact Edmonton Center 135.02. Very good night, thanks for flying.
135.025, 8031, see ya.
Edmonton arrivals, hello, it's Westjet 147, information Delta, leaving port level 220.
Okay, seatbelt should be on.
Westjet 147, very happy hello. Expect runway 20, what approach planning? Expect runway 20, and let's go for the RNAV Yankee for Westjet 147. Westjet 147, standby. Westjet 147, I can give you the Yankee, but I'll have to give you a vector just to create a little bit more mile in trail of conflicting aircraft. That sounds like a good plan. So I'll take that. Westjet 147. Westjet 147, roger, thanks.
Okay, I should be at or below flight level 190 by the time we reach Elks. Let's see how well this has been calculated by the aircraft computer. We got 3 miles to go, and we're at
Departure
flight
FedEx
level
332 Heavy,
195.
passing 4,000.
FedEx 332 identified. Left turn direct Lucio on course. Climb flight level 210.
We got 1.5 miles to
Flight
go,
level
and we're at
210,
19,120.
So FedEx 332.
Nice, we're under 190, 0.8 miles to go. Perfect. And at Elks we had 6.4 fuel.
Westjet 147, turn right heading, turn left heading 250. 250, Westjet 147.
Elks we had 6.4. Well, we got plenty of fuel. Okay. check the airspace around us. There's 3 other
FedEx
aircraft.
57, contact Edmonton Center, 135.02. One is leaving safe flight. Good night. 3502, FedEx 57, see you next week.
Alright, speed brakes. We need to be on standard. Hey, I may be a bit late. Vincent? Can you hear me, Vincent? I'm putting up your previous message. Weather looks good, and yep, but it's not now. We're descending into Edmonton. It's pretty cloudy right now. Ciao. Okay, let's just put the lights on so I don't have to worry about it later. 2970.
At this time, we ask that you store any electronic devices until we are safely
I think
past
he said
the door.
2972. Let's just check that.
Electronic landing equipment on board the aircraft. In
It,
final preparation of the landing, please ensure your seatbelts are securely fastened, your seatbelts are in the upright
CYEG
position, and your tray tables are stowed.
is
Any hand luggage should be underneath the seat.
2972. It was.
Overhead locker. The flight attendants will be passing through the cabin one last time to complete their final compliance check and to collect any remaining cups or glasses.
Is that a decel point coming up? No, I can't write the reply back. Vincent, I can't write a reply back. I'm actually saying it verbally. But I'm showing your comment on the screen right now. And I'm replying to it. Ciao for now. Okay, I hope 175 packs have enjoyed the flight so far. We are about to get into a downwind, and the airfield should be to our right.
To rejoin the star. Correct, X-Dox to rejoin the star for Westjet 147. FedEx 332, contact Edmonton Center, 135.02. Very good evening to you.
Over to Center 135.02. Good evening to you as well. See you next time, FedEx 332.
Okay, you can see Edmonton Airfield right ahead. What we're going to do is we're going to veer off to the left, and then we'll be parallel to the runway that we are actually going to land on from the left side. And here we go. We're turning now. So we are going to be vacating the
Flair
runway.
838, descent 5,000.
Descent to 5,000, Flair 838. So we want to intervent. Okay. We should be slowing down to maybe 220 knots.
Edmonton departure is WestJet 152 with you at gate 14 with information Delta requesting IFR clearance to Calgary, please.
WestJet 152, Edmonton departure, good evening. You're cleared to the Calgary Airport by the Javon 1 departure. Flight plan route, depart runway 12, squawk 4235.
Edmonton departure is WestJet 152 is cleared to the Calgary Airport via the Javon 1 departure, runway 12, squawk 4235.
WestJet 152, your route back is correct. Information Delta current. Push start your discretion. Call ready for taxi.
Call 1 ready for taxi. Thanks. WestJet 152.
Flair 838, cleared the RNAV Zulu, runway 20 approach, Dudco transition.
Okay, cleared for the RNAV Zulu approach runway 20 Dudco transition, Flair 838. Okay, so legs, it should be Dudco Cabot.
Flair 838, if you give me your best approach speed to the fast for traffic bubbling, much appreciated.
Best approach speed, fastest or slowest?
Flair 838, your best 160 knots or better to the fast.
Okay, we'll do that. We'll go. United 830, Flair 838. Okay. Okay, so let's go to flaps 5. .171 knots.
WestJet 147, slowest approach speed, you're number 2, cleared to your RNAV Yankee, runway 20 approach, go path transition.
Well, bring the speed back, clear the RNAV Yankee, runway 20, the go path transition for WestJet 147.
All right, we got the runway in sight.
2500.
Flair 838, what's the con? Clear to land, runway 20.
Clear to land, runway 20, Flair 838. Okay, flaps 10. Gear down. Flaps 15. And flaps 30. We are looking for 150 knots. Okay, speed brakes are armed. Landing checklist, engine start switches are on continuous. Speed brakes armed, landing gear down, flaps green. Landing checklist completed. 1,000 feet check. Okay, autopilot disconnect.
Approaching 20.
Check. Check. Check.
Approaching minimum.
These pappies look wrong.
300.
Check.
Minimums.
Landing.
200.
Auto throttle disconnect.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Reverse is normal. Yeah, a little bit of a hover there on that landing. Okay, manual braking. We'll miss this spot.
West at 147, with the com, you're number 2, clear to land, runway 20.
60 knots.
Land, runway 20, west at
Approaching
147.
02.
Auto brakes off.
Ladies and gentlemen, it will take the captain a few moments to taxi to the gate, and we ask that you remain seated with your seatbelt securely fastened until the seatbelt sign has been turned off and the aircraft comes to a complete stop at the gate. That will be the only indication that it is safe to get up and move about the cabin. We also ask that you keep the aisle clear of any
Edmonton
hand luggage.
approach.
Determination of our flight,
Flair
we
838
ask
has
that you
vacated
check
the runway
seatbelt
at Bravo 4.
lockers for any articles you
Flair
may have brought with
838,
you.
roger, welcome
Extra
to
care should be
Edmonton, where are you
taken
parking
note of
today?
overhead lockers.
Gate
Perhaps
52.
we may have shifted during our flight. On behalf of the captain and his crew,
Roger,
we'd like to
taxi
thank you for
Bravo
flying with us
Alpha
and wish you all a
Oscar,
pleasant stay.
apron your
Thank
discretion.
you.
Thanks very much for the traffic, have a wonderful evening.
Okay, Bravo Alpha Oscar to the gate, Flair 838. Bravo Oscar. Okay. So basically, we gotta turn right here. There's a WestJet right there. Okay, we are on Bravo. But we need to tell the system we want gate 52.
Edmonton departure is west at 152, ready to taxi.
So it's not this one,
The last station call, doing good.
it's the next one.
WestJet 152, ready to taxi.
It's this one. Okay, lights.
Alright, WestJet 152,
Engines defaulting.
runway 12, altimeter 2972, taxi apron discretion, Quebec, Bravo, hold short runway 12.
Taxi via runway, or taxi to runway 12 via apron 1 Quebec Bravo.
So we
hold
could have
short
turned right
12,
there.
And
I guess
copy
we're gonna
that
turn here.
for WestJet 152.
Okay, a little bit of hesitation on the screen. I think I need to update my
Edmonton arrival.
my driver.
47, we're down clear on Bravo 2, going to gate 54.
WestJet 147, roger, welcome to Edmonton, taxi Bravo, hold short Alpha.
Taxi
4950,
via Bravo and hold short Alpha for WestJet 174.
and I think this next one is 52. There we go. And the marshaller, despite the weather, minus 6 degrees centigrade. All right, parking.
WestJet 147, continue taxi
I
Bravo,
should have
Alpha,
been,
Oscar, apron discretion. Thanks so much for traffic.
turning on my
Everyone, please.
APU at this point.
Bravo Alpha Oscar, apron my discretion. Great to see you, Simon. Thanks to great ACC.
3.
Anytime, man. Well, WestJet 152, call me airborne. Winds are calm, clear for takeoff, runway 12.
You
Clear for
can
takeoff,
shut
runway 12,
off
WestJet 152, thanks.
engine 2. We wait for the APU to come up. Yeah, my mistake. Burning fuel for no reason. Here comes the low pressure light. And we parked at 241.
Okay, so the APU is on now. We just
leave it there,
and we can power off. So
241.
Java 1 departure.
WestJet 152 identified. Right turn direct to Limy on course. Climb float level 210.
Anti-collision's off, wing lights on.
Limy on course and up to flight level 210 for
Okay.
WestJet 152.
We can fasten seat belts can be off. right. So let us take a look at the aircraft from outside. Let's request deboarding.
Deboarding requested.
Okay. Well, folks, as the passengers disembark, I want to thank you for joining this flight from Vancouver to Edmonton. Fairly uneventful. This was a VATSIM event. Northern Lights Tuesdays. Catch us on the next flight. I'm hoping to make another VATSIM event maybe on Thursday. Toronto Thursdays. Maybe involving Toronto and Halifax, or Toronto and Washington Dulles. So I'm just going to go ahead and shut down the aircraft. Thanks for joining us for this flight, and we will catch you later.
Thank you. You did a great job. Thank you for a wonderful flight.